You start a company and hire the engineers of 90%. That is what happens in the Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley in the US, in San Jose, you have been there many times. I've been there many times, talked to corporates there as well. What happens there in the Silicon Valley? The intellectual Indian students, intellectual IT Indian crowd is hired by commerce graduate white Americans. So got my point, the intelligence definitely plays a role, but it has its limitations. So 15% less than 90 becomes in the 75% range. He starts a company and he hires the 90% guy. Still 15% less, 60%. They go into public life, become politicians and make policies for this too. For the 75% guy and the 90% guy. The policies are made by 60% guy. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Why is this happening? 90% guy is more intelligent than 75 or 60. What I talked at the first, I gave you a yes from your mouth, isn't it? Am I right or wrong? 90% guy is intelligent. He became a computer engineer, but he is hired by a person who has started a company, who is a commerce graduate. And still 15% less than 60% he goes into public life. And he decides the policies for this too. How you people must work, I will decide. That is a 60% guy. Is a fact of the society or not?
Yes.
That clearly proves that something beyond intelligence is at work when it comes to leadership. Yes or no?
Yes.
This very clearly proves the practical situation in the society. That something beyond intelligence definitely works when it comes to leadership. And I jokingly add thereafter, even 15% less from 60, 45%. He goes in the underworld and controls the three. It's just a joke. The last part is just a lighter moment. What I mean to say is, first of all, you should all break the concept that only intelligence is all progress and only intelligence is all success. So you would be surprised to know that this year, all the principals of all the schools of Singapore, all the principals of all the schools of Singapore, this year, I got the copy of that letter as well. They wrote letters to their parents, to the kids' parents, that don't force your kid to score above distinction. Inspire them, motivate them, cultivate them, but don't force and push them. Because they wrote, it's not necessary that only if he scores 90% he will be able to be successful in life. Let him be so natural. Let him be what he is doing. Let him enjoy what he is doing and let him do what he is enjoying. Because money is everywhere. It's not that only you become engineer or a doctor or a chartered accountant, only then you can earn money in life. Some businesses, if you see the way people are earning, we all travel. I also traveled all over the world in many countries. I've seen people, met people, attended conferences all over the world, talked there. Sometimes the way people do make money, sometimes a good idea, a small idea can generate a big thing. So be yourself when it comes to emotional quotient. Love what you do and do what you love. As simple as that. That is, you have understood your emotions well and the emotions of the person. We do this way and so we have a tremendous growth. I come from the BAPS Swami-1 Sanstha, which is one of the largest organizations in the world. We are among the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations. आप लोगों ने अक्षरधाम देखा होगा. Just raise your hands, you've been to Akshardham. At Gandhinagar or Delhi?
Delhi.
Gandhi. Raise your hands if you have been to Delhi. Also 5-7 of you. And Gandhinagar, दो में से एक अक्षरधाम तो सभी ने देखा है ना?
Right.
We have such 1,300 small and big campuses in 60 countries of the world. 1,300. We have more than 100 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. So we are a very huge organization. And we as saints are directly involved in the administration, in the management, in the HR of this organization. What I am doing now is my side job, is my hobby. We are 8 hours into the administration of this organization. Otherwise, such a huge organization doesn't work. And the Akshardham that you have seen, Gandhinagar is a smaller one. It is 23 acres. Beautiful campus like this. Delhi Akshardham is 110 acres on the banks of Yamuna. It's a huge campus. If Gandhinagar Akshardham is a textbook, Delhi Akshardham is an encyclopedia. And of the level of Delhi Akshardham, 4 campuses are under construction. Cultural complexes where you see beautiful boat rides and cultural values exhibited well by dioramas or light and sound shows. First is coming up huge on 265 acres, halfway constructed at Robbinsville in New Jersey, America. We intend to open it by 2021 August. Second is coming up at Abu Dhabi in the UAE. It is in the news since last 1 week. Perhaps you might have read it. The Swami-1 Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi gifted us the land. First 13 acres for the mandir, another 12 acres now for the parking facilities. So it is 25 acres. So it's a huge campus. Third is coming up at Johannesburg in South Africa. Fourth is coming up at Sydney in Australia. All these campuses will be inaugurated by 2024. We have a huge staff, so we have a huge HR system also. Delhi Akshardham alone has total working staff of 800 at a single facility. Gandhinagar Akshardham at a single facility has 200 plus. So you can imagine a company where 800 employees are working, the size of that company, the workings and the projects of that company. So we are directly involved because we are 1,100 saints in the organization. And of this 1,100, more than 750 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors and engineers. About more than 150 of them are born American and British citizens. Out of those 150, more than about 50 of them have graduated from Stanford, from Harvard, from Carnegie Mellon, from Yale, from Oxford, such institutes. हमारे कई संत ऐसे हैं जो $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 की सैलरी छोड़ के संत हुए. ये तो मैंने आपको इसलिए बताया कि आपको ये नहीं लगना चाहिए कि वहां कुछ जमा नहीं होगा इसलिए यहाँ गए. What is your age? 24. I finished my engineering before you were born. I finished my engineering in 1991. So before you were born. From BVM, Vallabh Vidyanagar. You might have seen that guy.
Yes.
And during our time, so some elders sitting here, we didn't have any private colleges, engineering in Gujarat. So ये नहीं था कि 50% आ गई और engineering में मिलता है. ऐसा नहीं होता था. At that time, we had only 5 to 6 government engineering colleges in Gujarat. So to get an admission in engineering or medicine, I got admission in 3 engineering colleges: Morbi Ali Engineering College, MS Baroda, BVM Vallabh Vidyanagar, and 2 medical colleges: Jamnagar MP Shah Medical College and Vidyanagar Pramuch Sai Medical College. But just I didn't want to do my medicine. I wanted to do my engineering because my aim was to go for my UPSC, for my open exams, public services. I wanted to become an IS officer. But my Guru Pramuch Sai Maharaj asked me to become a saint. It was his insistence and selfless love for me. So I took Diksha, and it's like 26 years and I'm happy. At the end of the day, you live a life that you are happy and satisfied with. And I've been asked to talk to people. So since 26 years, I'm talking in national, international seminars without charging a single penny. I have not charged a single penny for coming here to BMA, or I don't charge anybody. Today evening I'll talk at OP Road, Manijya Bhavan, to HR managers. I have not charge anything. What I mean to say is, why did I put this background? When your emotions overpower your intelligence, your qualities as a leader, your life in context of happiness starts becoming better. So, good book has been published. I would suggest that everybody must read this book. You can note it down. The title of the book is What They Don't Teach You at Harvard. The title of the book is What They Don't Teach You at Harvard. And it is written by Harvard University itself. Published. In which they principally say that there are 3 areas of development. 3H. Because Harvard starts with H. It's a 3H to be developed. First H is the hand. When the hand works, it is labor. जब अकेला हाथ काम करता है तो उसको बोलते हैं मजदूर. When only the hand works, it is labor. When the hand and the head, the second H, when the hand and the head, they work together, it becomes skill. That is your intelligence. And now the third H is heart. They say that when the hand, head, and the heart, all 3 work together, it becomes art. That is your emotional leadership. The third H is the art. Then they write in this book that the development of the first 2 H is taught by everybody at all the universities. But the development of the third H is not taught. The development of the third H is not taught anywhere. How does the development of the third H come? You would be surprised to know that this book published from Harvard, writes that the third H gets more developed if you better your inclination towards spirituality in life. So emotional and spiritual leadership stands out in comparison to intelligent leadership. Intelligent leadership is I. Emotional leadership is we. And spiritual leadership above these 2 is all. The difference between I and we, difference between we and all, is the difference between these 3 kinds of leadership. Intelligent leadership, they can produce extraordinary results. They can carry out wonderful projects. But emotional leadership, they can build the lives of people. Very big difference. Intelligent leadership can create good results, produce good results, carry out wonderful projects single-handedly, bring good success. But emotional leadership, they can better the lives of people, professionally, socially, individually, and family life. Imagine that you get an opportunity to be a good professional, great human being, and a fine family man. That is a good combination, isn't it?
Yes.
Emotional leadership will give you. Intelligent leadership तो आपके पास सिर्फ काम ही करवाएंगे. Emotional leadership है वो आपके पास काम भी करवाएंगे, आपकी भावनाओं का भी ध्यान रखेंगे, आपकी आदतें भी सुधारेंगे, आपका फैमिली टाइम भी सेट कर देंगे, आपको परिवार के साथ जितनी ऑफिस में आपके पास काम लेते हैं उतना ही समय अच्छा परिवार के साथ आप बिताओ वो भी सेट कर देते हैं. पता चला ना अभी इंटेलिजेंट लीडरशिप और इमोशनल लीडरशिप में कितना फर्क है. You talk of Steve Jobs, you talk of Warren Buffett, you talk of Bill Gates, or you talk of our Guru प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज. ऐसे महान व्यक्तियों में इमोशनल लीडरशिप बहुत बड़ी होती है. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज में इसलिए मैंने बात की कि this 1300 campuses that we all have in the world, in this organization were all erected by प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज. एक कैंपस आपको कैसे दिखता है LNT का? बोला कि 3 साल से हमको जरा ठीक लग गया इसलिए यहीं आते हैं. इस लेवल के हमारे संप्रदाय में 200 कैंपस है, 200 of this level and this facility. He single-handedly did it. Why? He was just 5th standard pass. So आपकी गिनती से या लोग की गिनती से he was less qualified to become a leader, to guide a force. प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज की पढ़ाई सिर्फ वो बड़ौदा के आगे एक चांसद छोटा सा गांव है, चांसद, पादरा इज द प्लेस, पादरा रोड बोलते ना, वहां एक छोटा सा विलेज है चांसद, वहां वे प्रकट हुए थे. Just 5th standard pass. How could he do this level of creation? And more than 100 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. हमारी BAPS की हॉस्पिटल अटलादरा में आपने देखी होगी. It's 100 bed multi speciality hospital. आप हॉस्पिटल में जाएंगे, इट्स एन अमेरिकन क्लास हॉस्पिटल, फ्रॉम क्लीनलीनेस टू सर्विसेज.